Welcome to Thái Nguyên News. We'll start the news today with the information about the illegal action of China to launch the HD 981 oil rig in Vietnam territorial waters. After 10 days of this rig's appearance in the Paracel Sea, on the morning of the 12th of May, China's vessels continued to attack Vietnam's fishery inspection boat by torrentially spraying water cannons. The incident sparked further protests from Vietnam as well as the international community. At 8:15 a.m. on the 12th of May, the Chinese Navy's vessels, followed by the vessel HP 926 of Vietnam, then suddenly attacked it by using water pistols. The maritime surveillance and guard ships of China took over, then withdrew to the prow of the Vietnam's HD 925 with the aim of creating false evidence that the Vietnam's vessels attacked them. After this action, 5 China's maritime surveillance vessels sprayed powerful water cannons to the Vietnam's vessels, focusing on the chimney, cabin, and antenna system, etc., in order to cripple the ship. At the same time, 3 Chinese aircrafts appeared to support the Chinese vessels to threaten Vietnam. Before that action, the captains of the Vietnam's vessels decided to use water pistols to counterattack. 2 crew members were bravely standing at the prow to spray water cannons to the Chinese vessels. After only 5 minutes, the Chinese vessels broke formation and no longer bombarded as before. After an hour of confrontation at 9:45 a.m., the entire Chinese vessels withdrew. Meanwhile, the international community continues to show the concerns about the China's launching of the HD 981 rig in the Vietnam's territorial waters. Australian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has issued a statement calling for stakeholders to restrain and avoid actions that could increase tensions. It also said that the Canberra government is closely monitoring the situation in the region. Russian scholars also said that China's actions are extremely dangerous. It not only creates a stressful situation, but also disrupts efforts about the announced plans to build collaborative relations and friendship. Russian experts also believe that the most reasonable solution to this situation is that China should abandon the oil exploration until the territorial dispute is resolved thoroughly. Yomiuri Shimbun's website, Japan's largest newspaper, published an editorial entitled "The International Community Never Accept Chinese Behavior," which emphasized the action of oil drilling is not the first aggression of China. The editorial also pointed out that China opinionated its claims in the so-called Nine-Dashed Line, or also known as Kaohsiung. However, this area has not any basis in accordance with the provisions of international law and does not receive support from the concerned countries. Since then, the editorial asserted that the international community criticized the actions of China is inevitable. The incident that China put the HD 981 rig into Vietnam's waters also caused a wave of indignation, not only with the people of Vietnam in the country, but also in the Vietnamese communities around the world, such as Germany, France, Japan, Malaysia, Cambodia, and more. And let's continue. Recently, while on a pilgrimage to the burial place of General Võ Nguyên Giáp in Vũng Chua area, Quảng Bình province, the delegation of Thái Nguyên Learning Encouragement Association had a meeting during which they shared their working experience with Quảng Bình Learning Promotion Association.
At the meeting, the representatives of Thái Nguyên Provincial Learning Encouragement Association presented a summary of the basic features of its activities in the society and results of learning and talent promotion in Thái Nguyên. In return, Quảng Bình Provincial Learning Encouragement Association showed their own activities like the building of a learning society that obtained encouraging results in the midst of difficulties. They also shared that Quảng Bình Province had created about 129 associations and has more than 20,700 admissions. Good teachers were rewarded and students with high academic achievements, students from poor families, and students from priority families were provided with scholarship promptly. The association has also mobilized support of 19 billion Vietnam dong to build 4 schools and classrooms and 2 bridges in the province. In addition, both Thái Nguyên and Quảng Bình Learning Encouragement Association jointly share good methods and the effective model of talent promotion activities to further enhance its effectiveness in each locality. While in the mission program, Thái Nguyên Learning Encouragement Association or for instance, at Dong Lộc Thi Junction Historic Zone, Hà Tĩnh Province. This historical site is associated with the heroic sacrifice of 10 female youth volunteers during the American War in Vietnam.
On May 9th, Vietnam Learning Encouragement Association, in collaboration with Thái Nguyên Women's Union, visited Mo Tu Hamlet, Phan Mễ Commune to discuss the experience on implementing the project promoting community management. This project, supported by the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, was implemented in Thái Nguyên since early 2013 in 3 districts of Phú Lương, Đồng Hỷ, and Phổ Yên. The purposes of this project are to create favorable conditions for the development of communities, to give chances for communities to discuss policies with the local authorities, thereby improving the living standards of local residents, especially those who are in the line of poverty. The VLAE and the TNWU delegations visited Mo Tu Hamlet, Phan Mễ Commune, Phú Lương District, and was happy to see the positive effects of this project. Mo Tu Hamlet was able to build nearly 3-kilometer road with a total expenditure of over 200 million Vietnam dong, and accordingly, 80 million Vietnam dong of which was supported by this project. To date, the project, with more than 40 sub-projects, is still going on in 4 communes of Phú Lương District, benefiting 9,000 people, 48% of whom are women, 90% of whom are poor and handicapped people. Due to sound approaches and methods, the project of promoting community management greatly contributed to community solidarity, democracy at all levels, and living conditions, particularly on the aspects of transportation, production, pure water system, and environmental hygiene. On May 10th, Thái Nguyên Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, in collaboration with Thái Nguyên Confederation of Labor, Thái Nguyên Football Federation, and An Khánh Electricity JSC, held the opening ceremony of the football tournament Thái Nguyên 2014.
The football tournament Thái Nguyên 2014 commenced last May the 10th and will go on until May the 23rd at the Central Stadium of Thái Nguyên City. The tournament attracts 5 clubs of Thái Nguyên City, Phổ Yên District, Thái Nguyên University of Education, An Khánh Electricity Joint Company, and TNG Investment and Trade Joint Company. These clubs will play in a round-robin format. Each match has 5 half-years of 40 minutes. The opening match of the tournament occurred between the clubs of An Khánh Electricity Joint Company and Phổ Yên District. More than 2,000 supporters were at the stand to cheer for their favorite teams during the dramatic and climax moments of the match. The final score was fixed at 3-2 in favor of An Khánh Electricity Joint Company. The tournament is an opportunity for football clubs in Thái Nguyên Province to promote their training and development, and for the athletes to exchange experiences and increase their sense of solidarity.
And that's all we have for today. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.